Yo, you wanna know what's going on in the UBA? We giving y'all some real talk. Who got something to say? New topics every week. Sometimes we have.
Yay. I'm back. I know you all missed me. I get it. The emails, the text. I get it.
I didn't miss you.
No one likes you. Anyway, Joe Algieri here live once again, 2 years in a row. Bowler City.
It's Dougie.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. I got to get stuck with this guy. Last year we did a last man standing. This year, last team standing. And from what I understand, we just crowned champs.
New Jersey Spartans, a new team in Jersey.
Hey.
New Jersey Spartans, they won.
Wow, you really went out on that one, huh?
Yeah,
you did your research on where they came from?
Last year I won. So I won last year.
You won last year?
They won this year. So congratulations to New Jersey Spartans. They had 5.
What team are you on nowadays?
I'm on Matrix.
Sorry.
I'm on Storm today though.
Fazino, it's gotten that bad?
Let's go Storm. Team Storm.
Whatever. Well, first and foremost, I want to welcome you guys to the UBA Awards. This is the nomination show. Just a little background on how this works. We used to do it where it was a popularity contest and we were getting people that didn't even bowl UBA nominated and winning.
Actually, what was happening was I was winning every award.
And we got tired of it, so we tried to figure out a way for him not to win anything, and we have now mastered it. So what we did was a panel of UBA staff members gave their nominees, and then each of those people gave 3 people that they chose to vote.
Yep.
And those people voted, and the votes are in. They've been calculated, but today we're going to go over all of the nominees.
Disclaimer, I don't know who won anything yet.
I do.
He does. You do?
I do.
Oh, okay. I just found something out.
So
let's go.
Let's start it up. First and foremost, we are in the North, so let's start with Best Male Bowler of the North.
Best Male Bowler of the North.
Now, if we would have done this 2 weeks ago, I would say your current UBA World Heavyweight Champion,
Mikel Kobo, we got to mention his name.
Is not nominated.
He's not nominated.
Which boggles my mind, but I was referencing Mr. Happy himself, Race Marsh.
Race Marsh is listed as one of the 5
Yes, there are 5
male bowler nominees this year.
Well, Doug, why don't you take us through? And
all
then
right, so Race Marsh, obviously, we mentioned his name, so he's number 1. I mean, he's the first one that's nominated. So he is the current now Northeast Heavyweight Champion. He was the former World Heavyweight Champion. He went to Mega Bowl representing the North and won against Brandon Hall of the South. Who
shouldn't have been bowling in the match to begin with.
Well, we don't know that, but it happened. So and he won, and I mean he had a really good run this year. As you guys know, that Ray is the DGF 2 times world champion, scratch pair anchor.
Yes, they're going for 3. They're in the playoffs.
They're trying for 3. It's going to be close. I think this year's going to be close. But Ray is here. And obviously, like I said, until his loss to Miguel, he was dominating the World Championship Series. He's been averaging over 225 in the tour stops. He's doing really, really well this year.
Yeah, I mean he's. As long as the 10 board is in play, Race Marsh is going to be okay.
Yes, but who else plays the 10 board?
A lot of people.
Josh Valdez.
But on the other side.
On the other side, lefty Josh Valdez, a cruiserweight. This is the first time we've had a cruiserweight.
No, that is incorrect. Last year we had Miguel Carrion as bowler
Miguel,
of the year.
I'm sorry. I stand corrected, but Josh Valdez is also a North nominee for Bowler of the Year. Josh Valdez is undefeated this season in World Championship Series.
He's actually bowling right now as we're doing this.
He's outside bowling a match.
I mean, that's if I don't know if his opponent showed up yet.
He showed up in the second frame, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Josh has dominated this year. I mean, he was re-rated, and even despite the re-rate,
still too low.
He still happened to win UBA events. His team last month or 2 months ago, he won the New York Gauntlet. Again, the re-rate hasn't stopped him.
No, definitely not. I mean, he. We say what we want to say about Valdez, cashing checks, whatnot. The lefty, he's very, very good outside of Melody. They claim Melody's tough, whatever. But we'll see in a couple of weeks here.
Yes.
But no, Valdez has always been a solid bowler, and he's been one of the catalysts in that X-Men run this past year.
In the running for the Northeast Bowler of the Year,
as well deserved.
In addition to Race Marsh and Josh Valdez, we have David Knight Jr., who was the former world champion until Mega Bowl came, and until actually he lost before Mega Bowl. He lost to Race Marsh before Mega Bowl.
He lost to Race Marsh. He lost the world title to Race Marsh, then went down to Mega Bowl.
And had some controversy.
And then you had
throwing the ball in the wrong hand.
Yeah, wrong hand gate.
But Either way, he's nominated this year, not because of that so much, but also because of what he's done in the tour stops.
I think he's averaging over 240.
He's
correct?
averaging over 250.
Oh, 250. That's not bad.
He's the only person in the entire UBA that's averaging over 250.
I don't think I've shot 250 yet this year.
I have. One time.
Oh, once?
One time.
Whatever.
One time. But he's averaging
meant
over
series.
250 for 30 games this year. So he's here as well. Beyond David Knight, we have Paul Smith from the Connecticut region.
Paul's bounced around from
The New
team to
England
team
North.
up there. He went from Mop Nation to Machine to now Raging Bulls.
Raging Bulls,
and
yes.
evereverhere he goes,
He
he
strikes.
wins.
He
And he
strikes.
strikes a ton.
244 average, man. 244 average.
I think he's the second highest to David.
To second. Well, it depends on how many games you look at, but
Right.
yes, he's very high. He's the highest in that area.
Yeah.
And he's on the best. He's the best bowler on the best team. So you
Right.
you kind of have to include him. It's it's almost like the MVP
Yeah.
in any other sport.
That's one thing that you have to say about the Connecticut area. They have a lot of, every year it's a different team coming out of nowhere. Like, there's a lot of parity up in that Connecticut, New England region,
I
as
don't know if
opposed to down here where it's so saturated and everyone just
who's
is
gonna
ring
win.
chasing.
I mean, you can say that, but at the same time, Raging Bulls last year was the machine.
Right.
And they were the machine 2 years ago. And 2 years ago they were in the final five at the time, final four. But so to say that, I don't know. Paul Smith is really good, and that's why he's nominated.
Right. No, absolutely. And like I said, well deserved and whatnot. Paul's a great guy who supports the UBA a ton. This last one,
we don't know.
I like the guy. I have no clue.
He was a champion.
He was a champion
Twice.
He won pizza.
He won pizza.
He won pizza.
He's bowled 300s a couple times this year.
Yes, but
He's bowled 800s also.
can you make an argument for him over
Versus the
current
other
world
four.
champion?
I can't, but let's
not even that. Can you
we,
make
can
an
we even
argument?
say his name first?
Alex Pearl.
Alex Pearl, A Tribe Called Nest. Alex Pearl. He's the,
I just don't even want to say the reference the team he's on.
He's in your division, obviously, but Alex Pearl, lefty, 900 global, former Northeast heavyweight champion. He bowled for the title a couple months ago in Melody against Miguel Acobo.
Last month, not even a couple months. It was last month.
Okay, last month is May, depending on when you watch the video.
Yeah.
Last month was May.
Right.
So he reached the title match again, and in addition to that, he's also bowling for the tag team titles next month in
Correct.
July.
Yes, him and Red.
So he's active.
He's active, absolutely. But again, no disrespect to Alex. How is Miguel Acobo not on this list?
Well, the list was made. Nominations were made 2 months ago.
But Miguel was the champ at that point still.
Alex had already been the champ, and he was in the number 10 match. We don't know.
I'm just
Either way, Alex Pearl, Ray Smarsh, Josh Valdez, David Knight Jr., Paul Smith. Those are your nominees for the North Male Bowl of the Year.
Yeah. All right, we've gone through the North. It's now time to move down to Kevin Decker land. It's once again Kevin Decker land.
North Carolina.
North Crackalacken. All right, we're going to go over best male bowler of the South. Okay, again, we have 4 nominees over there.
Okay.
Okay, let me just make sure, because I always like to. Yep, we got 4 nominees. 2 of which, 2 of which I understand.
2, and then 2 that.
So I'm going to start with the 2 that are, I'm not too sure.
Okay.
First is Luke Coble.
Now, you mean Goat's Luke Coble?
Goat's Luke Coble, so I'm assuming he's only nominated because he's on Goat. Other than that, I don't really know much of what he's done.
I mean, Luke,
I know he does have the highest average on Goat.
He has our highest average on Goat, but at the time that these nominations were made, he was the highest average in the South.
Correct. So all right, so I'll give you Luke.
So, Luke was there.
Listen, I'm going to bring it back to the old SB days.
I don't know what that means, but apparently means something.
Yeah. So, all right, next we got Brandon Hall. TCB. Brandon Hall is the person famous for defeating David Knight Jr. at Mega Bowl on a technicality.
No, he won outright.
On a technicality.
If it's David Knight Jr., outright.
But then he went on to get.
I mean, you can't discount him because he
was. But that belt must have had like either a funky smell on it, or you were diagnosed with some like contagious disease, because that thing bounced around like a potato. down in the South.
Yes, it did. It went from Dre to
It went from Dre to someone else, back to Dre, because...
And we only remember Dre. It went to, actually, no, it was Dean Anderson.
Right, Dean Anderson.
And then Brandon Hall.
Then Nick Christie, then, I don't know. I think Nick Christie still... I can't keep up.
Nick Christie has the belt now.
I think he does have the belt right now. I think he's bowling today.
He's like your height.
Yeah, he's on Mob, I believe.
He's like 5'2", like you. Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, now for the other two. At the aforementioned Dre Gaither, last year's winner of the Embrace the Culture Award, which I know Dougie would like to refer to him as Dougie Light.
He's Dougie Jr.
Dougie Jr., Dougie of the South. Held the belt. Listen, he held the belt. Yeah, but he did a good job and he got recognized for it.
Yeah.
He held the belt for the majority of the 27-17
Yeah, he lost in
season.
I think it was January he lost.
Yeah, I'm all stumbled up here today. Defended it 5 times.
January.
Yeah.
He defended a lot though. I mean, he was dominating.
Yeah.
And
he always builds up his matches. Always builds up his matches.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, he really does.
He's done well this year.
The battle with him and Troop, like I looked forward to it, even though it wasn't much of a match.
And that, if you want to call anything, it has been the most watched or most viewed WCS match of the year.
Yes.
You know.
Well, I mean, it took having a PBA pro in it, but that's whatever.
Yeah.
And now this one, the next one here, to me, has to be the favorite for the South.
Okay.
And it's a cruiserweight.
It's cruiserweight.
Yes, it's Alan. I always butcher this guy's last name. Is it Cottrell?
Cottrell.
He won the belt in January. He's defended it 4 straight times. The guy has been on fire. I don't think he's lost since last October.
Yeah, he's not lost at all. In order to get the belt in January, you had to have won since October.
Right. So he hasn't lost
since October. You had to win
October.
3 matches in a row at least.
Right.
You know, and he's not lost. He keeps winning.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at his scores, they're just astronomical.
But he hasn't gotten re-rated yet.
Yet is the key word.
Yet. But he's still good.
Look what team he's on.
He's on GOAT.
He's on GOAT, so he's got, you know...
I mean, I think that this race right here is, like you said, is between
I think Dre and Allen. Yes.
The other 2 guys, I mean, they're there.
Listen, you got a nomination, you got recognized by UBA staff, and I think that's the biggest thing for this, is you're getting recognized by UBA staff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so those are the people, we see you. For those people that think, like, we don't pay attention, we're watching. We may not like you, but we see what you're doing.
I like everybody.
No one likes you, though.